The iconic voyaging canoe, the Hōkūleʻa, has been in dry dock the last 5 months, and lashings are the strength of the va'a.
On Hōkūleʻa, there's about 6 miles of lashing line. The traditions behind the va'a and lashings, that's like over 7,000 years old. For every big wave you go over, you get knocked around, and every big wave that you surf down and when it wants to affect the canoe and there's a little twisting motion or any kind of bending motion, the lashings is what keeps it all tight and pa'a. Put your hand there and over here, okay. And over here, and then we pull. We go 1, 2, 3, hooky, pull. So you see that kind of power you're putting into it. They feed the line down, we pull to get all the stretch out. Then we weave it around the yako. We pull again to get all the stretch out. Then we send it back in there, and they do the same thing up there.
So how long would something like this take? This section right here?
With everything, after you lash it and you frap it, this is frapping, and you frap it, and the inside, it'll take about over 2 hours for one lashing. And there's 64 for the yako.
We'll try to look underneath.
And all the 130 lashings on the deck, they all work together. So any stress on the canoe, they each do their part in taking a little piece of that stress. They're spreading all that stress out throughout the whole thing. So the whole purpose is to keep the yako connection to the hull solid. Hōkūleʻa initially, her purpose was to be an escort, to sail with Hōkūleʻa, a sister ship. That's the kind of things that she's being asked to do.
When she started doing the escorting for Hōkūleʻa through the Pacific, she did very well, but we discovered that the motors weren't big enough. So within the last 18 months, we decided to put diesel engines in her. We put big tanks so we could have the range that we needed to tow Hōkūleʻa when we needed to, and also have the power so that if we got into any emergency situations, having to tow Hōkūleʻa off a lee shore, we would have the power to do that.
Hōkūleʻa is a floating classroom. You're not only learning how to sail, you're starting to learn meteorology in the sense that you're starting to understand weather. You're understanding waves from a viewpoint for navigation. We're at a point, my generation, where it's time to give back for this next generation. So we have a lot of young potential crew members coming down and helping, and this is vital for the voyaging process. They learn the different parts, the name of it, what the purpose is, they're invested in it.
Brought to you by Polynesian Voyaging Society.